Hi, welcome to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee, and I'm here this week. We missed you all last week. Diane and I both had separate little items, and we did our business, and we said, well, we'll come back here, and we'll be fresh, and we have some new friends, and actually one rarely exciting friend, and well, it's all about awareness, and my passion is all about education and helping people just have that awareness so that we have the best integrity of life and going back to basics and the real things. So, hi Diane, how you
Hi,
doing?
Dee. I'm doing great. I had a busy week this week.
You did.
I was up in Hoboken.
Oh,
Two of my
okay.
friends did 2 films, one on drug addiction and one on domestic violence.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
we'll talk more about that because I'm going to have them on the show.
Yeah.
But today we have your very dear friend
Yeah.
on who's in fashion, and you know I love fashion.
Well, Michelle and I, it's a funny story how we met. Should we go into that right now, or first I'll ask you how
What's your passion?
What's your passion?
My passion is making you feel good and look good.
Okay. Well, Michelle, and she makes people feel good and look good. And in terms of, Michi, okay. 'Cause
Yes.
I actually met Michi through a mutual friend. And it was just kind of funny how we met. We were Facebooking.
Right. And we actually connected because we went to the same elementary school.
Yes. And I was talking to a mutual friend of yours. And
Of ours.
Of ours. And Michelle, she chimed in, and we were all going to meet up.
Mm-hmm.
And so ultimately, we ended up meeting up, but the other person did not meet up.
Right.
And come to find out, we knew so many people. And I actually went over to her house, didn't know this lady. And I saw her clothes, and I was like, oh my goodness, I want something. And so, of course, I propositioned her to make me something very, very chic. And of course, I have it on today. And actually, I have a couple of pieces that I've worn previously. And it was just love at first sight.
Yeah, I agree.
And I love your outfits today, ladies. You look great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're going to have to get it.
Yes, I'm going to have to get my outfit too.
Especially with everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
So now you just don't do looking good. You also have feeling good. So
Yes.
what do you do in terms of feeling good?
Well, I'm a licensed massage therapist,
Okay.
and I have been for about the last 11 years.
Really?
And it was a career change in my life. My youngest daughter went away to school, and I'd always was interested in massaging.
Right.
And I happened to be on the bus one day and saw that Queensborough Community College was offering massage therapy class.
Okay, cool.
And I joined, and I was accepted, and I was in their first class.
Really?
Yes.
And so you work with your hands.
Yes.
So not just with your hands with making beautiful designs, but
Right.
also making your body just feel better.
Right, exactly. Because a lot of people think that massage therapy is just to feel good, but really has a lot of therapeutic remedies.
Yes,
It
definitely.
loosens the muscles, it gets the lymphs going, your blood going, and it's more than feeling good, but it helps with your overall being.
Right. And that's what we're all about, trying to get back to that basic and having that body get into balance. So basically you're helping people get into
Right,
balance.
exactly.
But also, well, you help people get into balance in terms of the physical, in terms of the mental with your clothing and what have
Right.
you. But we're going to stay on the physical right now.
Okay.
And so you said you've been doing it for about 11 years.
Yes.
Were you doing anything with this type of modalities previous to that?
Not, well, when I have a young son, well, he's not young now, but when he was young, I used to massage him.
Okay.
So, and just, it was just something about my hands,
Right.
that always drew me to that. And just to, like I said, it was a career change, and not realizing that in New York you had to be licensed in order to really work.
Okay.
So that was what prompted me to actually go and take the classes at Queensborough.
And you said you got an associate's degree
Yes,
with that.
yes, I got an
So
associate's
which is
degree.
kind of cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was an intense program.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a lot of sciences,
Right.
anatomy, physiology, myology,
Right,
kinesiology.
right.
You know.
Have you
so-
thought of going back and doing more?
No.
No, you just you're happy.
Yes,
with
I'm
what-
happy with writing.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there are times when I think about maybe going and doing child massage, you know, prenatal massage
Right,
or
right,
lymphatic drainage. But right now, I'm fine because I focus more on my designing, my clothes designing.
Well, I
Yes.
love your clothes.
Clothes.
Okay,
Yes.
we got to get her more focused though, because we all actually, me too. I got my other challenges too, so we definitely have to get you out there, you know, and maybe Diane can help you because she's
Right.
helping
well,
me.
With the, with the wellness too, you know, I use these oils and I use my hands, and I think that's something that you have in your body. It's the energy in your hands that you give to the other
Right.
person. So I know probably when you do the massage, you feel like you're connected and you're like one.
Yes, oh,
It's something you
definitely,
can't explain.
definitely.
It's just the energy in your body you bring onto the other person.
Yes,
There's also animal massaging, which I wanted to get into.
Oh,
Because
really?
I massage my little dog sometimes, and I can see he just goes on his belly and he enjoys,
Yeah, I'm sure he
the
does.
massaging.
Yeah.
Yes, I have
So-
a client that I do every week. We have a standing appointment, and you know, sometimes she'll go, "That's the spot," you know, without her even saying. And sometimes my hands just are drawn to it, you know, and really working it out and just helping her.
So do you just do like the physical, or do you get into the mental also and talk and help them?
Well,
kind of-
it all depends what you as an individual want. Some
Right.
people just don't want to talk.
Okay.
You know, they just want me to massage them.
Right.
Other people want to talk.
Right.
Sometimes it's a combination. So I take the lead from
Right,
you.
Right.
You know.
So did they teach you in school to listen to the whole body? You know.
Yes.
The
Yes.
mind and the body
Yes.
and the spirit
Making the
and all that
connection.
kind of. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Do you do it on your husband and the kids now, or
No.
No?
He's not really into massaging.
Really? He
Yeah.
should be
Well,
into it.
You know, everybody's got their own thing that they,
Wow.
you know, really like that, you know, helps them.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know I'm going to have to definitely get you to take care of me for at least one. I need one bad.
Yes, it's something that we all do. And you'd be surprised. You don't really realize how much you need it until you have one and someone starts working on you and you're like, oh, because we carry it, you
Yeah.
know, and we get used to it and we get accustomed to it. So we don't even know that there's issues going
Yeah.
on.
No, it's definitely.
And it helps with a lot of medical issues, and it also helps with stress.
Oh,
if someone's
definitely.
Oh,
very
yeah,
stressful.
definitely.
And then you work on the pressure points on the feet. You do reflexology too.
No,
Or-
that I probably would get into a little bit more. But I do massage the feet and know that everything, the chakras, everything is connected.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Have you done the Reiki and all that kind of?
Well, we learned those, you know,
Uh-huh.
modalities.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm learning more and more from you. It's just amazing, this young lady. We've been hanging out a little bit too, so it's kind of really cool. Yeah, and we haven't even spoken to the young lady that got us
Nancy,
together.
We haven't.
Well, you know, she's supposed to be on the show one day, and she didn't make it, and you finally made it.
Yeah, I finally made it.
So, now we're going to talk about the clothes, okay? I love the clothes.
Oh.
She has been doing designing for how long now?
Well, I started when I started having children. I mean, it's the designing isn't something that I thought about doing. You know, like some kids, oh, I want to be a designer. Actually, it picked me.
Really?
Yes. I've been knitting since I was a child.
Okay.
You know, and then I was in an electronics program, and a woman retaught me how to knit when I realized I was having my first child.
Okay.
And I was like, I want to make my child something. So she retaught me how to knit. And that's where, you know, the passion really picked up again. And I was doing some piecework, you know, to supplement my income, which is, there was a woman that was designing, and she would, you know, give you the pattern, you would knit, and then she would sew it and sell it.
Oh, okay.
And then I realized that she was taking silhouettes and just putting different knit patterns into the silhouettes. And I was like, well, I can do that. And I started doing it, and I entered a designer's competition with my
really?
hand knits, and I won.
Really?
And then I realized that was my niche.
Oh.
Now you use the knitting needles,
I
right?
was-
For
yes.
each dress, and is it all one of a kind?
Well, in the beginning I was. Now I use a knitting machine. So when I first started, everything was one of a kind. And there's still one of a kind, even though I'm using the knitting machine. I find it's, well, one, it saves my hands. I used to knit so much, I used to have a hole in my hand.
A hole in
A
your
hole
hand?
in my thumb,
Really?
in my index finger.
Oh, no.
Yes, from doing a lot of knitting.
Wow.
Yeah, but when I decided to make it a business, I went and learned how to use the knitting machine at FIT. One is more cost productive because to actually get a hand knit garment, it's time intensive.
Right, right.
It was taking me like 6 weeks to knit an
Really?
outfit.
So then you had to charge. for that.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So now I can do turnaround in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
I give like a 2-3 week
Right,
turnaround
right,
period.
right.
You know, so I can get more people into the outfits.
Right, right. Well, I know, and she'll measure you, and specifically how you want it. Because I went in there, I said, okay, I want something kind of like flingy, and because I like my arms not to be really showing. So she just kind of hooked me up exactly what I wanted. I wanted something black, but she was like, no, I want you in color.
Well, I find most people have black. You know, they have black in their closet.
I love black.
and most people do, but we look so good in color, in colors, in colors, in colors. And once you kind of step out, I mean, because even getting a custom knit outfit is stepping out of the box.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, and a lot of people feel that they can't, but when you're having something customized, as I say, you're not going into the store to fit the knit's made to fit you.
Yes, and you made this fit me. I'm telling you. And well, I can't stand up right now, but we'll take some pictures afterwards, and so we'll be able to post them onto Facebook and share exactly what I look like, and then what she looks like, because she's hooking up. She's looking good, and she has actually. What do you have on?
A shrug.
A shrug, and then her little orange and the hat.
The hat, I love it. The hat goes great with the outfit.
Yes, a friend of mine, she's doing hats. We were at BAM
Okay.
and ran up on her, and she was like, she had like maybe 3 or 4. I had some friends with me, and they bought hats. She had this on her head. I took it off and was like, this is mine.
Yeah.
And she just laughed.
Yeah.
She was hysterical, and she's like, I can't deny you. So
No. Well, you wear hats.
yes, and I wear hats.
You wear hats, okay? Because, well, not everybody would know that she actually has a very short cropped hair
Yes.
cut. So she got style, I have to say. When I first met her, I just was like, oh, okay. And we just sat there. We must have talked about 4 or 5 hours.
It was a while.
We were there
Yeah.
for quite a few hours. Come to find out, we knew my next door neighbor that I grew up with. I knew since I was 2 and she's 3. They're good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And she was going to be doing a show in North Carolina.
Yes.
So we ended up going to the show together. I was in the show.
In the show.
And it was really good. And actually, we have a couple of different shows a couple little clips from your shows. So
I guess we could show one. The first one, you could say it before we go. It's the small.
This one was the
business.
Small Boutique Fashion Week,
Okay.
and they do shows in usually September and February. I've done a few shows with them, and they've branched out to Atlanta also.
okay. Okay. And how long ago was this?
This one was 2014.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, and I
So-
guess we'll run that clip now.
Amazing. I'm just like, everybody in the studio is like, oh my gosh, that stuff is
Beautiful.
beautiful. I know. That's why I can't, every time I go to your house, I get just broke. Okay? It's horrible. I'm like, okay, you got to give me a discount.
Well, the more you buy, you do get a discount.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're going to talk about the fashion show that I was in real quick.
Okay.
After we come back, because we have to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Horsehair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends. And we just, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. I just know I am broke. Every time I go over to her house, I see something. And we were in North Carolina, and we were in the fashion show, and she was making pieces as we were there, okay, to fit people. And there was this one piece, right, for this young lady, and it was a skirt set. And it was red. And I'm like, well, you need to add a little black to this, and you need to do this.
Sure enough.
And so, oh gosh, I brought it, right? I have to wear it another time. But
Yes, because I actually put black around the sleeve. And then when you wanted, it's like, I need the top a little bit longer. So I put black around the trim. And it really, I was very impressed
I like the
myself.
color red
Yeah.
for your day.
yeah, well, it pops. It definitely pops,
Yes.
But
And
I
we-
put a few pounds on, so I couldn't wear it tonight.
And we convinced your husband to buy it for you.
Yes. She was like, you should have your husband buy it.
And he was very impressed.
Yes,
so
he was.
He was very willing to
He was.
support.
Yeah, he
which
saw
was-
her outfits and what have you. He was like, oh, this lady has skills. And he doesn't impress that well, but he was very truly impressed at that point. Yeah.
Now, Michelle, how do you get your ideas on your design? Do you draw them? How do they come into your head? I mean, do you?
Oh, man, I don't draw very well.
Okay.
So I may sketch, and sometimes they come from mistakes. Like I may be working on a piece, and it may not quite match the dimensions of what I was doing, but I'll play with it, and see what I can do with it. And I'm like, oh, okay, once I finish my order, I'm going to try and do it this way and this way. And so a lot of times they just kind of happen. Sometimes I will see things and try to recreate like a fabric piece into a knit. Like everything doesn't translate into knits the same way, but I'll see how it will translate and how it'll wear. And then color, you know, the colors, just matching colors and playing with colors. Like I could take one skirt and do it in different yarns, you know, whether it's silk, rayon, or nubby or combinations, and it'll have a totally different feel.
And that's another thing, because whenever I thought about knits, I'm thinking wool. And I actually can't stand wool. I can't even tolerate wool. But you don't actually use a lot of wool.
No, I don't use a lot of wool, although I do use wool.
yeah.
But mainly the pieces are rayon.
Okay.
But you can have linen. I love working with linen.
Love linen.
I love working with silk.
A linen knit?
Linen knit.
I have never seen that.
Well, you have. You may not have known it because I have pieces
Really?
in my collection
Well,
that
you got
are
to show
linen.
me.
You know, but it's yarn. It's,
Yeah.
you know, and clothes are made from fibers,
Right.
you know, so it's not cut and sew. Like I don't buy fabric and cut it and make it, they're made from yarn.
Right,
Hand loomed or hand knitted.
Now, how long does it take you to make something like what you're wearing?
I like a 2-week turnaround, you know, just for make sure the fit's right, because the piece isn't complete unless it fits you the way you're comfortable in fitting it. I do knits to fit,
Right.
you
So
know.
it's all
Yeah.
custom made. You don't have things right on the rack.
Well, I have
right now.
things on the rack, you know, and
Racks.
sometimes that's where limited editions will come in, you know, or people will see something that they may want. Like I had pieces on the rack that Dee Dee saw, like the outfit she has on. She was like, I love this skirt. You know, I'm like, well, hey, we'll do it. You know, so I do. And when I'm designing, you know, if I'm not doing an order and I'm, you know, thinking about my new collection, that will become, you know, pieces that people can come and buy after it's shown.
You're definitely very creative, very talented.
Thank you.
Well, I know that when I go there, I just can't help myself. And I know that, well, when she made this, it was a little tight around the arm. So I just told her I need a little something, a little more give and what have you. So she just hooked me up and took it to the next level and just made it fit me just beautifully. And,
Right.
And I feel like I feel like I'm a little princess, you know. It's just, and it pops, you know, because I'm not a color person. I am a black and white and darks and a little green here, but a khaki. You know, I'm more a basic, natural type of person. But hanging with her, I'm changing. I'm changing a little bit. I think I'm just going into my own. So it's.
But you also find that, well, I personally find that when I wear colors, I feel happy.
Yeah.
You know, you think about winter, it's dark and drab, and then you put on something with color, you feel warm.
Yeah.
You know, it just livens your spirit.
No, it's true.
You know,
It's
so.
true. Yeah. I wanted my mom to come out because I know she has style, and I found out that she wanted to be a fashion designer
Really?
too. Back in the day. She went to Needles and Needles and Trade or something like that.
Oh,
It's
that's familiar.
something back in the day, high school, and but she was into sewing and all that. I was like, really?
Well,
Excuse me. So she was fashion. My cousin said that she could wear like a a little $5 suit and make it look good, you know. But her style is amazing. Your style is.
And it's very easy to wear. You could go away, you
Yeah.
just pack it in a
Pack it,
suitcase,
yeah,
just throw it
yeah,
on, and
yeah,
you could
yeah.
take these set of different pieces that you could just change.
Right, and they're easy to wear, all weathers, all occasions. You know, you could dress it up, you could dress it down, you could get and a lot of times when people come for an order, I'm like, well, what's the occasion? You know, then it's like, well, do you want to be able to wear it outside of the occasion? Because they're investment pieces. but they never go out of season. You will always have them. You know, so it should be something that you can get as much wear out of it. And plus, I don't want my pieces, my little babies hanging in the closet. You know, they want to be shown, they want to be worn, you know, and people get a lot of compliments.
Yeah,
I find,
definitely.
you know, feedback
Yeah.
is, you know, I still have pieces. I run into people that like, remember me? I bought a piece from you and I'm still wearing it. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, it's time to get a new piece. But I'm glad, you know, you're still wearing it.
I could even see a bridal gown made
I've
with
done
that.
I've
the
done
linen,
bride I've done bridal.
Really?
Not traditional, you know,
But
but I
just
have
what-
done.
I could
I
s-
do beading, you know. I do combination hand with the 2 needles and the machine. So yeah, there's a lot of different, you know, avenues that can.
Variations, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I know that you had some very new things, you know, but but you don't have the new YouTubes on that.
Right, my last show.
Yeah,
no.
but we do have another show that you did in Phoenix.
Yes, I was part of a boot camp. It was
Okay.
Phoenix Fashion Week boot camp, which was a very intensive 4-month boot camp.
4 months,
4 months.
and then at the end,
And at the end, we had a collection. Some of the designers ended up being invited to Evine Live to sell.
oh really?
Yeah, so they had that. They made that collaboration happen, and it was a wonderful experience. It helps you to really hone in on your business, how to get media savvy, how to connect with bloggers and boutiques, doing your pricing. So it was very, very beneficial.
So what kind of boot camp was this for people that have businesses?
that are fashion designers?
Wow.
How
Yeah,
did you
and
get-
actually they just yesterday was the new class started.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So you were gone for a whole. 4
Well, I
months?
was here, but we went to I went to Phoenix 3 times. One was the introduction of the designers. There was 15 in our class.
Okay.
Then we went back where we did a small boutique, and then we went back for our final where we did a full collection.
Oh,
And did you make your dresses? Did you make your
Yes,
collection
mhm.
there?
Yes, I did.
and we have some
Yes,
footage.
We were going to show a clip.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna go and show a clip on this Phoenix week.
Phoenix Fashion
Okay,
Boot Camp.
great. Amazing. Again, my goodness. But you said that that wasn't like, it was a little, so it was so
It
under
was-
pressure.
Yeah, it was. It was an under pressure collection. I mean, I was, pleased with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's beautiful
And the
stuff.
audience, which was really interesting, is that a lot of the other designers, I think 4 of us showed that night, they had videos, of what it was the night. I didn't have time to have my video. So when they came out and saw me, the black audience, they were like very proud
Oh,
because a lot of people didn't know. They just
Yeah.
saw this work, and they were like really appreciative
Right.
of the work. And so that was nice. It was a nice
Yeah,
surprise
yeah.
that there was no preconception of who I was,
Right.
and they enjoyed the clothes.
Right. Wow, wow. Well, so you've been all over now. You You-
I've been the furthest I've been. I did a show in Tobago.
oh, really?
In February. I did a show in, I've been to Guadalupe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So trying to,
Well, people just invite you, or
Yes,
how's that?
mhm,
And then
yeah.
you just bring your
I bring my
collections
suitcases and here we go.
And you have some upcoming shows too, you mentioned?
Yes, I have one. I think the first one here is July 9th, Fashion on the Hudson with Sophia Davis and Fashion Avenue News. It's a free event. So if you're interested, go on Evite,
I'm
get your
going.
tickets. They go very fast. She's been doing this show, I think it's 16 years. And I started, when I moved back to New York from San Diego, I started doing shows with her. And we started the Harlem State Building.
Really?
Outdoors. And she
Oh.
outgrew it.
Really?
She outgrew it.
Wow,
Yes.
wow. So where is this going to be at?
That's Riverside Park, 145th in the West
Okay.
Side.
Okay, and it's outside?
It's out. Well, now I think it's inside the stadium.
Okay.
But in the beginning, when she was doing it, it was outside.
So it's in a stadium?
Yeah. And it gets full. It
Really?
gets full. Yes.
I guess we got to get our tickets.
Yes,
You know, like
yes.
now.
So then I think July 30th, I'll be part of the Black Expo. And I think that's
Okay.
going to be at the Javits Center. And then I just hooked up with a young lady, Venice Richards, and she's doing a fundraiser for sickle cell August 6th.
Okay.
And I believe that's going to be in West Babylon. It's just really new, so I don't have all the details
Right.
down. But yeah.
I know you just did something with some children.
Yes, the AKAs, they did their their debutantes.
Okay.
So that was done at Hofstra. So that was interesting. I never really do young girls. But the interesting is things that I had they were able to wear.
Right.
So it didn't make them look too old. So it's interesting with the knits, depending on, a lot of times depending on your personality, is
yeah.
how you pull it off.
Right. Yeah. Because I feel young. Yeah, it makes me feel younger with this type of thing, you know?
Have you designed any, I could see a bathing suit with like the overpiece over it. Have you designed any of that?
I've done bathing suits,
Suits.
I've done pants, I've done shorts.
Well, you know what?
Hold that
We're
thought.
going, yes, because we got to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay.
provider on Long Island with the most inventory in stock, including vinyl, chain link, and aluminum. Offers a custom powder-coated system that prevents rust throughout the life of the fence. We carry fence tools to the trade. We even stock wood, rail, and glass hardware as well. Shannon Gates has our very own patented locking system. The next time you need fencing of any sort, both commercial and private, give Shannon Gates a call at 631-392-4330. You can also visit our website at shannongatesinc.com.
You smell so good, I won't have to bathe the next 2 weeks. Anything. So, here, laugh a little harder. All right?
I will take him. I would be proud to show you off, you little old weirdo man.
Get a new sweater. The worst dressed man here tonight. Right? Look, get that laugh, and get it in there tonight because nobody else is gonna laugh like her. She's under drugs, all right?
Hi, we're back. Hey. Time's just flying, and I'm so glad you finally got out here.
Oh, so am I.
I'm like, oh, yay. But you were gonna ask her.
Does anyone ever stop you as you're walking in the street when you're dressed with your outfits?
Yes, I get stopped. When I first started doing the knits, I added carry shells to like everything. That was my trademark. Because when I started doing the knits, I was like, how can I make it Afrocentric and the carry shells? So people would have the carry shells and they make noise, but then my friend was like, no, they make music. So I could be walking down the street and people will be looking, you know, and it's like, oh, it's the carry shells. And I was sharing a story. I was recently in the store and there was a young man in there with fishnets and a skirt and a blouse on, and he turns around and he goes, oh, I just love your dress. I'm like, well, thank you. You know, so, but he wasn't getting it.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I was a little nervous when, you talk about a knit because I'm a big girl, you know, and I just don't always think that I should be in certain things. But when you took these measurements and what have you, and your motto is basically, what do you say?
You're not going into the store to fit the knit.
Right.
The knit's made to fit you. Right. So it's like what you're comfortable with, what you want to accentuate. Some women like to accentuate their breasts, their backs, their buttocks, their thighs, their legs. We can make it work. But one thing I will not do is I will not make you hoochie. Because you're representing me, we're women, we're classy, and we can be sexy without being hoochie.
Exactly.
And that's where I really draw the line. I won't put you in something that will not compliment you, because I'll be the first one to go, either she doesn't have a mirror or she doesn't have friends. And I don't want anybody in my pieces for someone to say that to them, because it's not necessary. So when you're having something custom made, it's like it's for you. And it's to bring out the best in you. And like I said, you're representing me and my work.
And I like classic, and classic lasts forever.
Exactly.
It's a piece that you'll always have.
Yeah.
Now, you make different sizes, small, medium, large. How do
well,
the
yes,
sizes?
I do orders, and then I will do a collection, which will be, different sizes, so that people can get an idea. Because when I do shows also, I like to at least have one full-figured woman, because a lot of people look at me and go like, oh, you can wear that. Yes, this is my dress, but I can make something for you. And so when they see a woman, a plus-size or full-figured woman wearing something, they get excited. They're like, okay, at least they will think about it. They may not be ready, but at least they will think about it. And a lot of times after having a conversation, they're ready.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I had so many compliments on my outfit. And it was a black tie affair, actually. So you can dress it up, dress it down. You don't necessarily have, and that's why she told me get a two-piece, because you can actually wear this with jeans if I want to.
If you want to wear the top.
The top, or wear the skirt with a little black top, or change it up and
You
and
would
just
not
do
wear that
things.
purple skirt with a black top.
Oh, okay,
Maybe lilac,
okay.
but not black.
Okay.
I'm excited. I want to get a piece. I want to look at this whole collection.
I know she has so many things. And
One day I'm going to be sitting here, Dee, with one of her dresses on.
Oh yeah, without
Yes.
a doubt, we got to get her back out
Yeah.
here. And you were saying that you actually do what, bathing suits?
I've
and-
done bathing suits. I
and-
probably have done, the only thing I haven't done yet are coats. And I'm thinking about trying to see how to do coats. I've done jackets, but I want to try it and do a coat.
Coat for the fall.
Yeah,
Early
I do
fall.
shawls.
Oh, what about? Did we talk about the sleeves?
My sleeves.
Oh my gosh, these are amazing. Okay, talk about.
I don't even know how I came up with it. Sometimes, Diane, you was asking, the thoughts. I don't know. I find that the pieces can be worn all year round. So in the wintertime, you want something to cover your arms, but you may not necessarily want something heavy. And as women get older, we go through menopause, our temperature changes, so we don't really like a lot of things constricting, but we still need something on our arms. And I came up with, I call them sleeves. And they're I guess they may be a bite off the shrug, is which I'm wearing, but they're just sleeves. And they have a little piece that you can, that connect the sleeves together, and you can either wear it over or behind. And actually, in the first video from the small boutique fashion show, two of the young ladies had them on. One was in black and one was in orange.
Right.
Now, do they go over the head?
They go over the head, and they're just...
I would love a piece because I have a lot of short sleeve dresses that I would love to throw a sleeve on.
Right. Sometimes you don't want a sweater,
Right.
or a jacket because, you're kind of hiding.
Or even a shawl. This is better than a shawl.
Yeah,
you
because-
just have your arms.
Right.
And
And your
it's
hands are
kinda
free.
cool.
You don't have to worry about
Yeah,
tying and
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
It's just, yeah.
And it doesn't take away from the dress. It just adds to
Right.
it. Yeah.
Yes, it's like an accessory.
Yeah. I can't wait. Yeah. I have like order
I don't even
in,
think I have a pair, so I think I need a,
because
yeah.
that day I went over her house. She showed me everything, and I was like, "Oh, really? Oh my gosh!" I couldn't believe it was just so much talent, and I just never. You just don't think that people have that, and you don't realize there's so much talent out there.
And what's so neat is everybody has their own passion.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I love the show because we all the guests that we had share their passion with us.
Well, the thing is to have working with your hands, massaging, and then with this knitting. It
makes me
An
complete.
extension. Did you
Yeah.
ever realize that? With
No,
your,
if you would, I love math. I thought I was going to be doing something with math. When I went to college, I actually was going to be an accountant and hated it. But with the knitting, I have to use my math.
right.
So I get to use my math.
Exactly.
So I'm really happy.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's sometimes we don't know what our strengths are, and sometimes we just think of them in the traditional way. But when you start getting exposed to other things, you find that there's other ways that can be used.
Yeah. And you make people happy.
Yeah, I do,
You
and I
make
like
people
that.
happy.
I like
It's
that. And people
true.
come, they'll come by, and they will order something, and they're still like hesitant. But when they put their outfit on, they're like, "Wow, I had no idea that
Yeah,
this was." And I just see them light up, and it makes me very. I did my job.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like it's a drug right now. Her clothes are like drugs, and it's better than drugs because I'll spend my money, and I have something that I'm going to be able to wear and wear and wear and look good, and
And even if you just like in one of those moves and you start trying things on, like you try it on, like, oh yeah, okay. It brings back memories
I
when
love
you wore
fashion.
it.
And what you put on, you have like sometimes I'll put on my jeans and it gives me a whole different mindset. And then when I dress up, you feel different depending on what you put on.
no, it's
And it puts me in different moods.
Exactly,
Really, what
yeah.
I wear.
No, it's kind of.
When I wear my jeans, I feel very creative. I don't know. I'm a photographer too, so I
Oh,
love when
yeah.
when I do my photography. I like to be comfortable in even my torn jeans and just do my thing.
No, it's kind of cool. I just love life, and it's just woo. And the universe is just putting phenomenal people in my life and helping me go to my next journey and sharing you all's journeys, and it's just so cool. I just love it.
So Diane, we have to do a photo shoot.
Yes, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
I
Well-
just love creating too. I love my photography. I'm also an actor, and I just like being in front of the lens, behind the lens, and just creating different characters. It's amazing. We all have our trade and
Yeah.
wellness. I'm also in wellness, and I love the fashion field. So this was an exciting show. But we don't have much time, so where can we find you?
Oh, am I getting disconnected? Okay, so my website is Machine Knitwear, and I'm going to spell it. And it's MICHIKNITWEAR.com. I'm on Facebook, Machine Knitwear. There it's 2 words. Or you can find me under Michelle Walden, Michie Walden, M-I-C-H-I, Walden. Phone number 718-465-2336.
And where can they find your events that are coming up? Is that
I
on your
will
website?
put them on the website, and they'll also be on my Facebook page.
Okay.
And do you have an email also? if
It's
you-
machineknitwear@gmail.
Okay, great.
Yes. If I could just share this real quick. The Michie, my grandfather called me Michie when I was growing up.
Oh, really?
And the year he died was the year that I decided to, that's the year I entered the designers competition.
Really?
So it's a tribute to him.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'll tell you, I really appreciate
Well, thank you.
having you in my life and sharing yourself with us and everybody, because you're making us aware of we can look good and feel good. And just by bringing different things in our life, because a lot of people are afraid to try things that are different, you know.
Right, yeah.
Well, massaging and then clothing and just opening their mind to
And you have
a
to
different
invest in
way.
yourself.
Yeah, yes.
Because you're the only one that can really do it.
Exactly.
You know, and finding what works. You know, besides massage, I like to eat healthy.
Right.
You know, maybe next time I'll talk about I went and had a thermography.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So that was basically is telling you what's going on with your body.
Inside, right.
Right.
You know,
similar
and
to
it's,
my AGE true age scan.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You know, so, but that was
Yeah.
a really interesting process.
Yeah, we
too.
have to talk about it.
Yeah.
You do iridology and all that.
I
too?
have an iridologist that I go to.
Okay, we got it. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to come back again. You know, because there's a whole lot going on, and I know your children are artists and doing some amazing things too. So we may have to do a family show.
Oh, okay, because my youngest daughter, middle child, she's a yoga instructor.
Okay.
Certified yoga instructor. My oldest one does murals, and she's actually getting ready to do a tribute to a tribe called Quest.
Really?
And did a mural. We are in Queens. So it's hip hop legacy.
Okay.
So she's doing murals, and my son is into doing music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're definitely going to have to invite you and the family
Oh,
back.
that'd be fine.
Okay.
And my husband used to sing. So
Oh, really?
yes. He used to sing with the main ingredients. He came across a YouTube when he was on the Ted Mack show.
Oh my gosh.
When he was 8.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And he won. Him and his, I think it was his brother and his cousin.
Really?
They won. He used to perform at the Apollo track. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So anyway, yeah.
Just talent all over the place. Well, we're going to have to share you all again. But
Gladly.
thank you, and it's all about awareness and
Thank you.
sharing
Thank you for
everybody's
having me.
journey.
Thank you so
So
much.
thank you so much
you
for
so
coming
much.
out, and thank you, Diane.
Oh, thank you, Dee.
And thank you for being here and listening to our awareness journey and living life. And we're going to be back next week, and I'm not sure who we're going to have, but we're going to definitely be making people be more aware. So thank you so much, and see you next week. Passion for Life, Dee and Friends.